Back to Allegra's lasagna. Her aubergines are out of the oven and she's strained the vegetables, rabbit legs and bones from the stock.
I'm just going to pick out the bones and leave the nice bits of veg. Stitch those down there. And do you want to shred the rest of that leg for me there?
Do you know what I really do?
I thought you did. You're standing there, hovering away.
Paul picks the rest of the leg meat, then Allegra adds a tin of chopped tomatoes and she's ready to make the white sauce layer of the lasagna. She starts by making a roux, melting butter and stirring in some flour. Then she adds the rabbit stock bit by bit.
Oh, you can smell the stock in that.
Yeah, it's lovely. And it's the fact that you're sort of using everything from the cooking of the rabbit. I like that.
Once the rabbit stock's all in, Allegra seasons with salt and pepper and leaves the sauce to cook and thicken. Then she turns her attention to the rest of the rabbit meat, the loin, liver and kidneys.
And then this I just slice into sort of pieces about that thick.
Yeah.
And that's just going to go in the lasagna raw, because in the time it takes the lasagna to cook...
It's going to be beautifully tender, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. That comes out just spot on.
Yeah. It's about time that rabbit became a meat of choice in this country as well, I think.
Yeah, it's really crazy. People are very funny about it, aren't they?
Yeah.
Once the rabbit's chopped, Allegra can finish off her sauce.
So that's thickened up nicely.
Yeah.
We get our flavoursome mushrooms and onions back in there now. They get back in.
That's all the bits that was in the stock originally.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then just finish it with a bit of cream, that dairy hit.
Now Allegra's ready to build her lasagna. The dish is lined with fresh pasta, then the cooked leg meat and tomato goes in, followed by a good helping of the white sauce.
Right, now some aubergine layer. And this is exactly how I had it in that Paladares in Havana. A bit more pasta.
Next, a jar of chopped piquillo peppers go on.
I love piquillo peppers, yeah.
Yeah, I love them too. Spread that on, spread that on. Oh, lovely.
Then the rabbit loin, liver and kidneys are added.
This is the most original lasagna I've ever seen, and the most exciting, without a doubt.
With a final layer of pasta and sauce, Allegra's lasagna is nearly done.
Would you have to choose your friends carefully as to which ones you gave rabbit to? I mean, have you got friends that would go, ooh, I'm not sure about rabbit?
I think if they come to my house, they are rabbit eaters.
They can eat what they're given.
Yeah, exactly.
Play, yeah.
All right, a little bit of Parmigiano on the top, and that goes into the oven.
Allegra's lasagna goes into the oven for about 30 minutes at 200 degrees, so it's over to Paul to finish off his seafood casserole. His sauce has been cooking for 20 minutes and is ready for the next stage.
OK, the potatoes are now cooked right through, and we're going to start adding all the glory bits.
Paul gets his mussels into the pan before turning his attention to the sea bass.
This cut of fish is called a darn. It's cut straight through the bone, lots of flavour in the bone. There's also gelatin in the bone, which helps thicken the sauce as well. So I'm going to drop those in and just tuck them into the sauce as well.
Whilst the fish cooks, Paul cracks on with his roux, a classic sauce to serve with fish stew.
I'm making a slight variation on a roux. This is going to be a red pepper roux. And in this pan, I've got saffron, red peppers, garlic and potato. And it's just fried in a little bit of olive oil. I've then poured on a little bit of fish stock and just let it reduce right the way down. And whilst it's still just warm, I'm going to empty it into the food blender, like that.
And it's a sort of, we're looking for a sort of flavoured mayo type thing, really, aren't we?
Exactly. That's exactly how you best describe a roux.
He adds 3 egg yolks and gives it all a good blitz, then trickles in olive oil.
Yep, I reckon. Brilliant. We'll just have a little look at that. Now, what's actually happened in there is that the egg yolks have blended in with everything else and they've emulsified the oil. So what we've ended up with is a really beautiful, thick sauce, which, as it cools, will thicken up even more.
With his roux made, Paul can get going with his scallops and prawns, which he places in a hot pan to fry. Whilst they cook, he finishes the stew with chopped chives, parsley and finely diced, skinned and de-seeded tomato.
Shall I get your garlic bread out?
I'd love you to get the garlic bread out.
Looks gorgeous. Your mum will be proud of you.
Paul's nearly done. He just adds his cooked scallops and prawns to his plate of fish stew. Then Allegra needs to get her rocket salad from the fridge and her lasagna from the oven, and they're ready to go.
This bunny is heavy.
Right. There you go. There is my ultimate perfect seafood casserole with garlic seaweed bread and red pepper roux. Put it down quick.
Yeah, and that is my really heavy and utterly delicious Cuban rabbit lasagna with a rocket and herb salad. Still had a great day, and I'll take it on the chin.
Don't be so hasty. You never know.
No, I'm just saying, either which way, I'm happy with it.
OK, seafood casserole with seaweed garlic bread. 2.
It is. You're
Cuban
on.
rabbit lasagna. 1.
There we go. It's been a 2-to-1 all day.
I've just scored a hat-trick.
It's the way it is. Nicely done.
The judges enjoyed Allegra's rabbit lasagna and thought it was a great talking point. But they were looking for some really luxurious ingredients for the ultimate sharing dish for friends. And for them, Paul's seafood casserole and new twist on garlic bread ticked all the boxes.